Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review which has been very highly requested ever since I mentioned that I bought it, whether it's been on Instagram, on Snapchat or on YouTube, and that is my brand new Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. Now the reason I wasn't going to do a review on this initially is because it's not a new foundation. It's been out for a while, over a year, 2 years, I don't know. It's been out for a good long time, so I was like, is there really any need? Have you guys probably already seen it? Maybe you have. But obviously, I'm always one to listen to my subscribers and my viewers, of who I am very, very grateful for obviously watching my channel. So the people have spoken and the people want a review on this foundation. So I have been using this for, how long ago did I get that foundation? About 2 weeks ago now. I've been using it consistently pretty much every day. And as I mentioned in my haul video, my Sephora haul video, which I will link below, I got it as part of a set from Sephora. So Sephora are doing, or were doing at the time, I'm not sure if it's still available. If it is, I'll link it below. If not, soz, it may happen again at some point. And it is the foundation and beauty blender set. So the prices combined make it cheaper than buying them individually, basically, which Sephora like to do these deals a lot of the time, and it's not the first time I've taken advantage of a deal like this. So it comes in a box like this. This is the foundation box, and then it comes with a black beauty blender, which I haven't actually used yet because no other reason than I've got other beauty blender that I'm using at the moment, and I don't know if I'm the only one that does this. I hate opening brand new beauty blenders and using them. It's like some weird thing. So even though my other one is dirty, I wash it and I keep reusing that one because I just don't want to open the brand new one. I just don't want to contaminate it with all this cute gorgeousness and lovely black, and it will get so dirty so quickly. Actually, funnily enough, and I've just noticed this on here, it did come with a free liquid blender cleanser packet and a Lock-It Featherweight Primer Base sample as well. It says 2 little pictures here. I've left them somewhere. They're lying around. This is the thing when you get free samples of tiny little things. They're so tiny, literally, they just disappear. So anyway, so as it says on here, lock and blend like a pro for unstoppable coverage. 2 revolutionary products, 1 high-performance duo. Kat Von D's insanely long-wearing Lock-It foundation joins forces with Beauty Blender, the game-changing sponge applicator for flawless, customizable coverage. So the beauty blender, the whole purpose of the beauty blender, I'm sure you guys already know, is, as it says here, airbrush effect, controlled coverage for long wear foundation. And that's what it says on this box. Apparently Kat Von D can't live without this combo. That's what it says on the box. I'm not just making that up. That's just what it says. Anyway, box on the floor now, and you all know about the beauty blender, so I'm just gonna kind of chuck that on the side. So the reason I haven't bought this foundation before, and I have wanted to try it out because I am a big fan of full coverage foundations, the whole plastic fantastic face. I am a big fan of looking like a plastic doll. I don't care. I'll admit it. I like my full coverage makeup. I like my full on glam. I like my bright, bright, bright glitter, glitter all over the place. Can't get enough of it. It's just how I am. It's the kind of things that I prefer. If you think that I look fake and plastic, well, that means that I've actually done my job properly. Hey. And the reason I haven't bought this before is because Kat Von D is very difficult to get a hold of in the UK. There is no official stockist of any Kat Von D products. They're all unofficial stockists, meaning unofficial prices, meaning bumped up, hiked up prices. And that's not fair. And then that means we all have to go to Sephora, because Sephora is the only company in the US that I'm aware of that ships internationally that actually sells Kat Von D, other than katvond.com themselves. There may be other companies, but again, I'm not based in the US, so I can't really say. Anyway, I did a little bit of research online and I tried to kind of guess what my foundation shade was. There are quite a few foundation shades, and on the grapevine I have heard that she is also releasing some new shades as well, which is great. So the shade that I bought mine in is medium 57, and it is an almost perfect match for my skin, I would say. And I am wearing it today, by the way. I would say it is a little bit too yellow and dark. I can't believe that I'm actually saying this, that I've actually come across a foundation which is too yellow for my yellow skin. I'm always whinging and moaning, there isn't enough yellow, there's too much beige, there isn't enough yellow, there's too much beige. Then I came across this one and I was like, there's too much yellow. I do apologise as well. I sound weird. I've caught another cold. Another cold. Within a space of a month, I've caught 2 colds. That just shows that my immune system is shot, that I'm picking up germs so quickly. So if my eyes are a bit red and watery, it's because I literally just had a coughing fit and I just edited it out. Or I sneezed, or my nose is blocked. So I do apologise. So medium 57 is for those of you out there who have got medium complexion with golden yellow undertones. That is what it states on their website. And I think that I may have to try the next shade up for medium complexions with yellow golden undertones, because this one is a little bit too yellow for me. But it is good to see that there is such a vast range of shades that there should be something for everybody. The bottle itself comes like this, in this very strange gothic-y looking plastic bottle. I actually thought it was a bottle within a bottle, and it kind of looks like it is, but it's different. That's all I can say. Here's what it looks like. And then there's this strange covering thing on the top. Now, I'll admit, when I first got it, I was like, how do you use it? I was trying to pull this off, like up, sideways. I noticed that you have to press on here. I was pressing it. I was like, why isn't it coming out? It's supposed to come out here. How do you get it off? Yeah, okay, Charlena. Comes off quite easily, just like that. I do think it's a little bit silly. I do think it's a little bit pointless, because look at the amount of mess that's already starting to happen. Every time you close it to cover it back up, there will be foundation that gets in other places and it will become slightly messy. So I think that in trying to be innovative and creative, they've slightly failed in that respect. For me, they have anyway, because that also strikes me as something that will eventually fall off or get lost, and then you're a bit stuffed. If something presses on that, the foundation will come out easily. But other than that, I think that the packaging is standard, classic Kat Von D, gothic, different, amazing and cool. And the same goes for the box itself as well, which just says Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation 24-hour wear. Now, what it says, or what the claims are of this foundation, by the way, can I just say an FYI, every single product of Kat Von D that I've ever owned, I've loved. There is nothing of hers that I hate. There is nothing of hers that I dislike. There's nothing of hers that I think needs to be really improved. I think all of her makeup is really, 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 really good. So, let me carry on now. It says full coverage, 24-hour wear, transfer resistant, matte finish, fragrance free, oil free for all skin types. Full coverage, hell yes. This is the most full coverage foundation I have ever owned. No word of a lie, I was shocked. I literally need 2 pumps of this, and not a lot of liquid comes out of here because it is a very thick foundation. The more full coverage a foundation is, generally speaking, the thicker the actual product is. So it doesn't come out as like a liquid, it doesn't come out like a mousse, it comes out like a thick, like something like that, if that noise translates into some sort of sense. And yeah, it's very, very thick is what I'm trying to say. And 24-hour wear, again, I don't recommend anybody wear makeup for 24 hours. If you do, you should be backhanded, because that is just completely suffocating your skin. You should always let your skin breathe. Now, I have worn this foundation in all different types of scenarios. Driving for 2-3 hours when I have to drive to other parts of the country for my work. I've worn it at home chilling, I've worn it in the sun, I've worn it in the rain, I've worn it in the cold, I've worn it in the warm, I've worn it in air conditioned areas, I've worn it in central heated areas as well. And 24-hour wear, I would have to say probably yes. I have worn it from 6-7 o'clock in the morning till 10-11 o'clock at night, and it still looks fresh. It looks amazing on the skin. It gives a really nice, flawless finish to the skin. Now, people that want that more natural kind of no makeup look, don't even bother. Firstly, to me, no makeup means that you shouldn't really look like you have makeup on. A full coverage foundation basically covers, I'd say, 90% of the skin. And when I say covers it, I mean in terms of coverage. Now, I don't know if you guys can see, I have a beauty spot here. You can probably just about still see it, but like I said, it covers, I'd say, 90% of the skin. It gives that plastic look to this face, as in she has got literally no natural skin showing at all underneath the foundation. With medium coverage foundation, you can still see your natural skin underneath, which is fine. And then the same with light coverage foundation as well. There are still full coverage foundations out there that do show a little bit of the natural skin underneath. That's not necessarily an issue, but in terms of this foundation, you can literally cover every single imperfection on your face without the need to use any kind of concealer at all, which is what I love about this foundation. In case you haven't realized by now, I'm in love with this foundation. I kind of thought you might have kind of guessed that at the beginning of the video when I said that I love all Kat Von D products. Yeah. Transfer resistant. I don't think there is such a thing. I think the only foundation that I've come across which is very, very transfer resistant is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. Now, as I said, I have a cold, and I've had a cold for quite a while now. I've had this one for a week, then there was a week before that I was fine, then before that I had another cold for like 2 weeks. Blowing nose and that kind of thing, it does come off. It does come off. And probably earlier on in the day when your makeup is still quite fresh, it doesn't really tend to transfer much. But the more your natural oils come through onto your skin, it will transfer onto other things. However, it does not move around on my face. When it gets to about hour 8 or 9, I do notice slight separation around my nose and a little bit around my T-zone area, but nothing that a little bit of blotting powder can't fix. I have got normal to combination skin, so I do get oily on my T-zone areas, but then again, that is after about 8-9 hours, which is kind of normal for most people generally. Matte finish, I'd say it has a semi-matte finish. I don't think it gives a completely matte finish. Not even a semi-matte, I'd say matte-ish, if that can be a term to describe a foundation. Fragrance-free, I think so. I can't really smell because I've got a cold. Oil-free, okay, if you guys say so. I can't really notice any kind of oiliness about this, and especially because this is so thick. You literally can't tell. They're like with normal foundations, I generally tend to shake them before I use them. I don't even bother shaking this because it's so thick. It's like if I shake it, is anything even going to move around in the bottle? For all skin types. Again, that's kind of subjective. I mean, I can only ever speak on behalf of myself. I'm not a makeup artist, so it's not like I've tried it out on other people. I have got normal to combination skin and it seems to work perfectly fine for me. Now, these are the claims obviously made by Kat Von D, the company, Kat Von D Beauty, and I personally think that this foundation deserves a 10 out of 10. It is an amazing, amazing foundation. For those of you out there that have got skin that you don't really like you've got discoloration, you've got pigmentation, you've got marks, you've got acne scars, all that kind of thing, and you want a really full coverage foundation, this is what you need. It gives such a gorgeous, flawless finish. I absolutely love it to pieces. It wears beautifully. Now, the only thing that I find about this, and that I realized, obviously I noticed that a couple of you had obviously left comments on my Sephora haul about how to use it. I do kind of film about 2 weeks in advance, so at that point I'd already started using the beauty blender. Now, I have done a tutorial as well, which you guys would have probably seen by now. Using a brush for this is pointless. The foundation is so thick, it literally clogs up the brush. And when you apply the foundation, what I do is I dot it all over my face, which you guys would have seen if you've seen me do a review, and then I blend it in with a brush. Now, the brush actually leaves fiber marks on my face because the foundation is so thick that the brush can't cope with it, which is the reason I assume why there is a beauty blender and foundation duo, because you are meant to use that with it. The beauty blender is the only thing that is going to give you a nice even coverage on your face. If you use a brush, it's going to get patchy in areas as well. I mean, once it settles down on the skin, it all kind of merges together and looks amazing. But I would recommend using a beauty blender to apply this foundation for perfect, flawless and even finish. If you've got fairly good skin, good texture, not really that many marks and that sort of thing, not that much redness, would I recommend this? I'd say no, unless you are a fan of full coverage foundation. That's the thing. Now, I am soon going to be doing a full coverage routine video. I'm going to be using this foundation because this is just awesome. I love it. It is great and I'm so happy that I bought it. And let's see what else it says on it. There doesn't seem to be any mention of any SPF, which is fine. Not all foundations have to have SPF in it. It's 30ml, which is quite standard with most foundations. It does dry quite quickly as well. I do set it and I do use primer as well. I always use primer, so I can't really say how it wears without any primer. I am, for reference, an NC40 in MAC. I bought this in medium 57, like I said. If there's I think it's 52 or 53 that maybe is the next colour up for golden yellow skin tones, let me know below, because I know there's loads of you guys that are the same or similar colouring to me and that would have already tried this one. And the next time I make an order from Sephora, I will definitely use it again. So yeah, so that's it. It's not really much else. What can I say? What else? Oh, this is an ice cream, in case you're wondering. It's raining outside, but it's a sweater with an ice cream on it. I can't really wear it in the summer. It's a stupid jumper. I don't know why I bought it. It should be a t-shirt with an ice cream that I can wear in the summer. Not a jumper with an ice cream that I can't really wear in the summer and I can only really wear in this kind of weather. Weird. And on my lips, I'm wearing Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Party Pink, and I've got Dollhouse lip gloss on top of it. And my eyes are just, you know, very neutral, very natural and very simple. I will link my makeup look on Instagram below for you guys. Oh, and one last thing I wanted to let you know. Now, a lot of you that follow me on Snapchat would already be aware of this, or if you follow me on Instagram as well, I was very, very lucky to have the opportunity to do some filming with Superdrug. Now, Superdrug are one of the largest drug stores in the UK. There is Boots and Superdrug are the two main ones. And I was given the opportunity to do some filming with them. They contacted me a couple of weeks ago and I wasn't allowed to tell you guys because it's a secret. But I filmed quite a few videos with them. The first one went up onto their YouTube channel a couple of days ago, last weekend I think. And it was How Strong is a Stronghold Hairspray. I'm going to link it below. Yes, it is a little bit cringe because it was different for me because I'm so used to sitting in my room filming and chatting to you guys without anybody else around me. I was in a studio with loads of people watching me and I was just like, this is different. So I'm going to link it below, so feel free to have a look. Next video is going to be me and Anchal MUA from YouTube, and we are going to be filming a video called How to Take the Perfect Selfie, because if you follow me on Instagram you would know by now that I am quite a professional when it comes to taking selfies. So I will be giving some of my tips on there, which I will hopefully link in the next couple of videos whenever it's coming up. So yeah, so other than that, I hope you guys are great. If you've got any more comments or questions or want to know anything else about this foundation, please feel free to let me know below. Other than that, I hope you guys are awesome and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.